So, Kari, first of all, without Tynese this year, how much more of the scoring load do you have to shoulder?
Me? I never even thought about it like that, honestly. I don't even know how to answer that question, sir. Everybody will lie to you.
Go ahead, Justin.
Hey, Kari. Obviously, last year was just obviously a weird year for so many number of reasons. You guys obviously started off really, really strong and then struggled down the stretch. And then obviously, COVID came along and tournaments got canceled. Is it easy to put last year behind you guys? Do you guys still, have any thoughts on what happened last year and just, looking back on it, just how crazy was the season?
I can definitely say personally, I have put last year completely behind me. We haven't thought about it. We haven't talked about it much. And we have just been full steam ahead, getting ready for this season, praying that there was going to be a season and then finding out that there was going to be a season. Just being excited for what's to come and not really focusing on what's already happened.
Go back to Greg. Go ahead.
So Kari, I'll follow up with another offensive question. So we think of you as a rebounder. So how has your offensive game changed since you got here and especially this year? I know Coach Kari talked about you stepping out some and playing a little bit of the three at times as well. So how has that all developed?
I think mostly for me personally, it's been more about me having that confidence in myself and trusting myself into being more of a guard. I said it before, that's all that I've worked on since freshman years, the summer going into sophomore season. This past summer, it's been nothing but guard work, and trying to expand my game out beyond the three-point line defensively and offensively. So what I'd say is I've been working more than anything on my confidence and, like I said, trusting in myself to be able to do those things.
Come back to Justin. Go ahead.
Hey, Kari. Coach Kari, I guess it was last week or a couple of weeks ago when we had him on here, talked about how much different this team could be and the sense that, last year the team was kind of perimeter oriented. And this year you guys have a lot of depth and size down low. So, obviously you're the one that is in practice every day and sees what you guys have to work with. Just kind of talk about from an offensive standpoint, is this going to be a different looking team as far as philosophy and that sort of things?
Coach Kari was definitely right when he says we have a lot more depth down low. We got some big girls this year, and I love that. More than anything, I got a bunch of girls down there banging with me, and individuals were banging against each other, just having a lot of fun. But I can definitely say that we will have a presence this year. Rochelle has been looking great in practice. I don't want to jinx it or nothing, but Rochelle has been working and has been doing her thing. So definitely her. Ariel Cummings has brought a lot to the court. Blessing coming back from last year, me, and even our freshman Gianna Cummings has shown a little something here and there. So I'm loving what we're seeing down low right now.
Go ahead, Greg.
So, Kari, where's your physical style come from? Were you like that as a youngster as well?
I gotta blame it on my mom. And if y'all put this, I don't even know where y'all gonna put this in. When she see this, she gonna go crazy. But I would say definitely from my mom. You probably heard it before. They made a whole video about it. I didn't like basketball at first, but when I finally got into it and my mom really showed me the physical nature of it, she showed me one tape. She used to play at University of Central Florida. she showed me one tape where she took an elbow to somebody's face, I think, or somebody's face or somebody's chest, and it was just like, I want to do that. So, but nah, coming up in high school, being bigger than everybody easily, that's where, and just dominating in the paint, being able to get rebounds over everybody and no one can really hold me. Like I said, I put my shoulder into somebody's chest. I'll never forget that video. I put my shoulder in somebody's chest one time and went up and got the and one. And it was just from there when I was like, man, I like to bang and I like to get these and ones and I like to get rebounds. I like doing the dirty work.
Go ahead.
People.
Hey, Kari, I feel like since freshman year, you and Madison have kind of, stepped into a role that you've been in right away, but how much have you changed since then in terms of leadership? Do you feel like more of a leader and more experience under your belt going into year 3?
I definitely think that the girls look up to me a lot more. Them being like the new girls, especially because they're trying to find their way on how to play for Coach Kari and what he expects of us, and the freshmen, they're new too. But I'll forever bring up the example Esmeri. Esmeri has looked up to me since she got here, and this is something that makes my heart warm, that I can help somebody, that I can help her get better, she can help me get better, and we're just playing with each other. So Madison has definitely stepped up in that leadership role. I've always been the person to want to lead by example. I don't see myself as much of a vocal leader. But Madison definitely is the vocal leader. She's going to call you out when she needs to, set things straight when she needs to. I love Maddie.
Go back to Greg. Go ahead, Greg.
Kari, a little bit more in that physical style. In high school, you said, you were bigger than everybody else, but you're not any longer. Could you succeed if you weren't as rough and tough and physical inside at this level?
I don't think so. It says it out there for a reason. West Virginia is the toughest place to play in the Big 12. But I think I wanted to uphold that more than anything. When I got on campus, seeing it every day when I come to practice, when I come to conditioning, when I come to weights, it's on the wall right there. You can't help but see it. Toughest place to play in the Big 12. So I knew that I chose the right place to come, and I really just wanted to uphold that. I didn't want it to be easy on any opponents, if that makes sense. Like, if you're going to get a bucket on me, you probably going to be on the floor hurt. It's got to be an N1. I'm sorry. But we're going to try and change that aspect. And I was fouling.
Go ahead, Justin.
Hey, Kari, I was confused when you were telling your story. Did your mom, did she give the elbow or did she take the elbow on the
He
film?
gives elbows. That's the only thing Paula Parker gives is good old elbows.
Hey, ask a question about the Kaiser here. I mean, you've obviously been her teammate now for 3 years and played with her last year. And Coach was talking about how she kind of refocused herself, lost some weight, and came in as a better player this year. I'm just kind of wondering, what do you see with her this year, and how, kind of a different player has she been so far?
Kaiser's completely changed her life around. Yes.
Yeah.
Kaiser is just an elite player, and she's always been an elite basketball player. And I don't want to say that I don't see much of a difference, because she was able to do all the things that she's doing right now. She did it last year and the year before. So I'm going to say that I don't really see a difference, but it's just because she's an elite player, and I don't see how much better she could get, honestly, because she does it all. She's freaking elite.
We'll take this last question from Kevin. Go ahead.
Hey, Kari, I'm sensing from your answers you're kind of split about the inside-outside thing. I mean, you've talked about working all summer, and it looks like you're anticipating that, moving out some. But every time you talk about playing inside, you kind of light up a little bit. Is that the way it is for you right now? Do you have any regrets about moving away from that a little bit?
No, because I had to expand my game. I've said it before. I'm never content with where I am. I've always wanted to get better at this game. Because me being only 6'1", 6'2", down low, I'm not supposed to produce usually. But if I want to go to the next level, I'm definitely not going to be back to the basket, none of that. So the ultimate goal is definitely to go go to the next level, whether that be WNBA, whether that be overseas, and compete and be great at what I do. So that's gonna include expanding my game and doing all that I can and not just sticking to what I love most, even though that's all I want to do.